Every season, thousands of buyers walk into a dealership, get overwhelmed by options that all sound the same, and leave with a machine that starts disappointing them within a year. Wrong engine, wrong deck, wrong build for the hours they actually put on it. The problem is simple. The 2026 zero-turn market is packed with flashy specs, aggressive marketing, and flagship models that only prove themselves when real work starts stacking up. That is where this breakdown comes in. I went deep into real-world performance data, long-term reliability, warranty coverage, and operator feedback to narrow it down to just 5 zero-turn mowers that truly justify their price in 2026. Whether you're running a commercial crew, managing large acreage, or simply tired of equipment that cannot keep up, this video is built to make your decision clearer. Let us get into it. Starting off at number 5 is the Ferris ISX 3300. Released and refined for 2026, the Ferris ISX 3300 is engineered with an uncompromising priority, delivering operator comfort under real commercial conditions, reducing fatigue, and maintaining peak productivity through the longest, roughest mowing days on the job. Engine options give you 2 serious choices: the Vanguard Big Block EFI with ETC at 40 horsepower, featuring electronic throttle control and oil guard, or the Kawasaki FX 1000V EFI at 38.5 horsepower. Both proven commercial power plants built for full-day punishment without hesitation. Fuel sits in dual tanks with an 11-gallon total capacity, giving you true all-day runtime without constant stops. Deck options come in 60-inch and 72-inch configurations using the ICD Plus cutting system, with a 2-belt design for consistent performance in thick, demanding turf. Cutting height ranges from 1.5 inches to 5 inches through a foot-operated hydraulic lift that is fast, simple, and repeatable between jobs. Power is handled by dual Hydro Gear ZT5400 transaxles with 9-inch cooling fans, built to stay stable under heat and long operating hours, while Hercules II cast iron spindles handle cutting loads with long-term durability. Now, the part that truly defines this mower is the 4-front suspension system. This is where the ISX 3300 stops feeling like a standard zero-turn. 4 control rods paired with coilover shocks keep the front casters tracking smoothly over uneven ground, absorbing impact before it reaches the operator. That matters more than most people realize. Even at speeds up to 12 miles per hour, rough terrain usually forces operators to slow down for control and comfort. But this system helps maintain stability without constantly backing off performance. Electronic throttle control also works in the background, adjusting engine output to keep blade speed steady under changing load, especially in thick or wet grass. The oil guard system further reduces downtime by extending oil change intervals up to 500 hours, helping commercial operators stay in the field longer with fewer interruptions. Here's the honest part. The 4-front suspension adds more moving components and grease points, so maintenance discipline is important if you want long-term performance. At the end of the day, the Ferris ISX 3300 is not built to win a straight-line speed race. It is built to keep operators productive, comfortable, and consistent through long, rough commercial days, with a starting price of around $18,499. If the Ferris ISX 3300 is built around the operator's body, the John Deere Z900R series is built around the entire operator experience, from the moment the key turns to the final pass of the day. This is the R-Spec tier of John Deere's commercial Z-Track lineup, the highest level of standard features the brand offers in a zero-turn mower. In 2026, it sits at the top for a reason, combining digital precision, comfort-focused design, and a cut quality that defines professional turf management at scale. Engine options cover serious ground. On the gasoline side, Kawasaki FX series engines range from 24.7 up to 37 horsepower, with EFI and electronic throttle control available depending on configuration. Step up to diesel models like the Z994R and Z997R, and you get Yanmar 3-cylinder liquid-cooled diesel engines in the same performance range, built for torque stability and fuel efficiency across long commercial days. At the top end, the Z998R brings a 43.4 horsepower turbo diesel paired with a 100-inch wing deck, putting it in a class designed for massive acreage work. Deck sizes run from 54, 60, 72 up to 100 inches, using the 7-iron Pro system, a single-piece 7-gauge steel deck with minimal welds. That construction matters because fewer welds mean fewer failure points and long-term structural strength under constant commercial abuse. Cutting height adjusts from 1 inch to 5.5 inches in quarter-inch increments through a rotary dial, keeping adjustments quick and controlled during work. Fuel capacity sits at 11.5 gallons in a single-fill tank for full-day operation without interruption. Top speed reaches 12 miles per hour forward and 5 miles per hour in reverse, with a cross-porting hydraulic system that balances load between transmissions while helping regulate hydraulic temperatures. Now, the features that set it apart are in real operation. Brake and Go simplifies startup with a single motion. Set the brake and turn the key with no extra steps. Comfort Glide suspension allows the seat to shift slightly to absorb impact, reducing sharp jolts during uneven mowing. It is not a full chassis suspension like Ferris, but it directly targets the most fatiguing bumps over a workday. Michelin X-Tweel Turf airless tires eliminate flats, removing one of the most common downtime issues in commercial mowing, while maintaining consistent ride quality and tracking. Mulch on Demand, available on select decks, allows instant switching between mulching and discharge from the operator's seat without stopping or tools, saving real time across multiple properties. Here's the honest takeaway. The John Deere Z900R series is a premium machine with a premium price. Larger configurations like the Z998R with the 100-inch deck are built for scale and may be more machine than smaller operations need. And while Comfort Glide improves ride quality, it does not match the full-body suspension control of Ferris on extreme terrain. Coming in at number 3 is the Exmark Lazer ZX series. The Exmark Lazer ZX series remains one of the undisputed gold standards for professional landscapers in 2026. Built for operators who demand flawless finish quality, sharp striping, and consistent high-speed productivity on every job. Engine options give you 3 serious choices. The Vanguard Big Block EFI, running between 37 and 40 horsepower, with the Oil Guard system for extended service intervals. The Kawasaki FX1000 EFI at 38.5 horsepower, a proven commercial workhorse on job sites everywhere, and the Kohler Command Pro EFI as up to 38 horsepower for operators who prefer that platform. All 3 are fuel-injected, all 3 are built for full commercial days, and all 3 deliver consistent power under load without interruption. Fuel is handled through a single 12-gallon tank for simple, uninterrupted refueling. Deck sizes range from 52, 60, 72 up to 96 inches using the Ultra Cut Series 6 cutting system. Cutting height adjusts from 1 inch to 5.5 inches in quarter-inch increments, giving precise control when switching between different turf conditions and client expectations. Top speed reaches 11.5 miles per hour forward and 7 miles per hour in reverse, with dual Parker unitized hydraulic pumps and motors designed for tight reliability, fewer failure points, and long-term commercial durability. Now, the features that set this machine apart. The RED technology system manages real-time communication between engine and transmission, automatically balancing performance between efficiency mode for fuel savings and max power mode for heavy cutting conditions. It removes guesswork and keeps output matched to the job instantly. The ADAPT system takes control even further by allowing on-the-fly deck rake adjustment from the seat without tools or downtime. The UltraCut Series 6 deck is where the reputation is built. Its airflow design lifts grass for a cleaner cut, improves suction, and distributes clippings evenly to avoid clumping or striping issues. The result is a consistently clean, professional finish that helps define high-end commercial work. Now, the honest reality. The Exmark Lazer ZX series uses a rigid frame, so it does not offer full-body suspension like the Ferris forefront system. On smooth commercial turf, it performs exceptionally. On rough or heavily uneven ground, more vibration transfers through the machine compared to fully suspended platforms, even with a high-quality seat. At the end of the day, if your work is focused on clean, high-end properties where finish quality defines your reputation, the Exmark Lazer ZX series is hard to beat. But if your daily routes demand punishing terrain and long hours, the Ferris ISX 3300 may be the more comfortable seat to be in. Coming in at number 2 is the Hustler Super Z Hyperdrive, the undisputed speed king of commercial mowing in 2026. While most commercial zero-turns top out around 11 to 12 miles per hour, the Super Z Hyperdrive pushes up to 16 miles per hour forward. That is not a small jump. It is roughly 30% faster than the standard field, and on large open properties, that difference turns directly into hours saved every single week. Engine options give you two proven choices: the Vanguard Big Block EFI at 40 horsepower with the Oil Guard 500-hour system, or the Kawasaki FX1000 EFI at 38.5 horsepower. Both are fuel-injected, both are built for all-day commercial work, and both are paired with a 12-gallon fuel tank that supports full production shifts without constant refueling. Deck sizes come in 60 and 72-inch configurations, using the VX4 fabricated steel deck system, engineered specifically for high-speed mowing. At 16 miles per hour, grass volume moves fast through the deck, so the design focuses on preventing clumping, maintaining consistent airflow, and keeping discharge even under heavy production loads without compromising finished quality. The transmission is where the Super Z Hyperdrive truly separates itself. It runs industrial-grade Danfoss DDC-20 piston pumps paired with Parker TG wheel motors, components typically found in construction equipment, not commercial lawn machines. A dedicated 3-gallon hydraulic reservoir and 9-inch cooling fan manage heat during sustained high-speed operation, keeping performance stable and consistent even under continuous full-load conditions. Hustler backs all of it with a 3,000-hour warranty on the Hyperdrive system, one of the strongest drivetrain warranties in the entire commercial mowing industry. No other brand in this category comes close to that number. The 26-inch Big Bite drive tires are designed specifically for grip at speed, which becomes critical when you're operating at 16 miles per hour, where traction directly impacts both control and safety. Smooth track steering keeps handling precise and stable, eliminating the twitchy, unpredictable feel that high-speed zero-turns often develop when pushed hard across long open passes. The i3M suspension seat adds 3 inches of travel to absorb vibration on a rigid frame. Now, the honest reality, and this part matters. At full speed, this machine covers nearly 10 acres per hour under ideal conditions. On large flat properties like sports complexes, campuses, highway medians, and open estates, that speed translates into real labor and time savings that compound week after week across a full season. But that advantage is terrain dependent. On rough, uneven, or heavily contoured ground, 16 miles per hour becomes impractical, and operators will naturally slow down to maintain control, bringing performance back in line with traditional commercial mowers like the Ferris or Exmark. Know your properties. And at number 1 is the Scag Turf Tiger 2. Widely considered the most mechanically bulletproof commercial zero-turn money can buy, the Scag Turf Tiger 2 goes beyond commercial-grade engineering. It is built to industrial-grade durability standards, and that difference shows up in real field conditions every single day. Let us break down what you are actually working with. Engine options give you serious flexibility right from the start. The Vanguard Big Block EFI delivers 37 or 40 horsepower, with the 40 horsepower version featuring the Oil Guard 500-hour system that significantly extends service intervals and reduces downtime across a commercial season. The Kawasaki FX1000 EFI brings 38.5 horsepower of proven commercial reliability. For operators focused on diesel efficiency and long runtime stability, the Kubota diesel option delivers 25 horsepower with liquid cooling built for extended workload cycles. Deck sizes include 52-inch, 60-inch, and 72-inch configurations, all using the Velocity Plus cutting system. Top speed reaches 12 miles per hour forward and 5 miles per hour in reverse, while dual hydro gear 16 cubic centimeter pumps paired with Parker high-torque wheel motors and a dedicated oil cooler keep hydraulic performance stable under continuous load. Cutting height ranges from 1 inch to 6 inches, giving one of the widest adjustment windows in the commercial category for different turf conditions and seasonal demands. Now the defining engineering advantage: the shaft drive system. Unlike traditional belt-driven mowers, the Scag Turf Tiger 2 transfers power to the deck through a direct drive shaft system. The Velocity Plus deck works directly with that drivetrain to deliver elite-level cut quality. Its airflow design lifts grass before cutting, ensuring a clean, even pass across the entire width of the deck. The large discharge system prevents clumping and uneven distribution, even in heavy or damp conditions, producing a consistently professional finish that is a defining trait of Scag machines. Structurally, the double-tube steel frame is the backbone of the Turf Tiger 2's reputation. It resists flex, twisting, and fatigue under long-term commercial abuse, which is why these machines are still running in fleets at extremely high hour counts without structural failure. Now the honest distinction, and it matters. Industrial-grade construction means this mower is built for sustained punishment that goes beyond typical commercial use. The trade-off is ride rigidity. The Scag Turf Tiger 2 uses a rigid frame, so even with a suspension seat, it does not isolate vibration the way a full suspension system like the Ferris ISX 3300 does. At the end of the day, the Scag Turf Tiger 2 is not trying to be the most comfortable machine in the lineup. It is built to be the most durable, the most consistent, and the most mechanically dependable over thousands of hours of real commercial punishment. And that is exactly why it holds the number 1 spot. And that brings us to the end of this breakdown. If this video helped you avoid the wrong purchase or brought you closer to the right machine for your needs, make sure to hit the like button so more people can see this before they spend their money in the wrong place. Subscribe for more real-world equipment breakdowns, honest comparisons, and no-nonsense buying guides built for people who actually use this gear, not just review it on paper. And if you're stuck between a couple of models or want a deeper comparison for your specific property or workload, drop it in the comments. I go through them and help where I can.